Here I've used a more circular line in this and brought the reds very close together, a very narrow line there, which is almost like an electric wire ready to sparkle. Negative and positive getting too close together creates quite a lot of tension in there when you look at it enough to, or look at abstract art enough to feel what really happens in the forces at work there. An oval. And this too is the starting the drawing on the curve of the outside of the canvas, and then moving inside and then out again, and in and out.
Some of these look like they deal with two-dimensional space, and then like this one deals with two-dimensional, but also by the way the red forms or shapes start to move out, it almost becomes three-dimensional. You get involved.
You mean spherical like?
Spherical, yeah.
Yes, that is true. There's no such thing as flat painting. We say flat painting. I call this flat painting. It's as close to flat as you can get, but also it's like I say, in the so-called flat painting, there is a space created where you can't measure it. The space is, the distance is infinity. No way of measuring it. You can't measure the size of it or how far one part is from another. This is a large painting, 80 inches in diameter, gray, black, and white. Almost reach from the ceiling to the floor, and this, and at this size, the quality of what one sees is quite different when looking at the canvas and the paint itself, and it doesn't have the tensions and vibrations the painting has. Okay, they go on. Into the 60s now, and this is the late 50s, and it's shaped canvas. The word shaped, slow coming. This is, as far as I know, one of the first shaped canvases, neither a circular, oval, nor square, nor rectangle. And this is the late 50s, and then the real movement of shaped canvases when many artists started doing it. It came in the 60s. Also, minimal art came in the 60s, and when I had been doing minimal art for 10 years before, but we didn't call it minimal. Okay.
What size is this one?
This is about 80 inches high and something like this wide. I did a black one and two blacks, exactly the same composition. I don't think that I have the slide here. Did you have all right. Move on. A little farther. No, it goes out on the other side. There it is.
You can move it in.
And now, then I guess I didn't. This is something that I had eliminated from my talk this morning. I said that I used a great lot of things in my art on the don'ts, things that I was told not to do when I studied art. And one was never start a line. This is not the canvas. This is the painting. Never start a line from the corner of the painting, because you already have two lines pointing out that way, and the third line just makes too much of a movement outside, and it's redundant and confusing and unnecessary. That excited my curiosity, and I did quite a number of paintings, starting parts of the composition from the point or near the point, gray, black, white. One of the first paintings I did of this sort of thing was in two blacks, and the collector in Connecticut bought that in the late 50s and gave it, her collection, to the Yale Museum, and that's where it is today. All right. This is one side of a 3-panel screen, which is about 9 feet high and 15 feet wide, which I did in 1961. And I did the canvas stretched on the canvas on the stretcher frame on the other side, and the other side is painted also. I don't know whether I have a slide of the other side. But this was just picked up in my studio. It had been exhibited a great number of times in museums across the country, and it was picked up last week to go on an exhibition of museums in the United States for a 2 years trip. It goes out for 2 years. See. Yes. Oh, well, of course, this is the largest section in here, and that's actually, this is the smaller area, and this is turned back and folded up on the other side, and this side comes this way, folded flat. But it stands on the floor, holds itself up because of the zigzag. And this is, when it's flat, this is a perfect circle. But once it bends here, you see, it's a distorted circle. It becomes something else, doesn't it? Well, you see, getting my mind trained to think in an abstract manner, I would say it might have been 20 or 25 years on it.
Okay.
All right.